Welcome to Gardening with Ron. Probably going to keep it a little short this week because it's just basically doing a little weeding and going to update on some of the growth of the plants, see how it's all working out. And I hope you're enjoying the chimes going on behind me back there. You can tell from that it's a little bit windy here in North Texas. And here we go. Well, as usual, the cucumbers are doing quite well. And they're moving right along here. And we're here, the melons are starting to sprout. There's some cantaloupe that's coming up a little bit better. I think out of the 14 mounds I've got, I think there's only about 4 that haven't come up. So, you know, I got a pretty good batting average going here. I'll take something close to 800. I'm not a mathematician by any means, but that's probably pretty close. Anyway, the tomatoes are doing, well, starting to take, and they were looking a little wimpy because they, you know, when you plant them like that, they're kind of in shock for a little while. But I'm gonna cage a few of them up because they're getting where they're catching a little wind. Like these are, you know, they don't really need a cage yet, but these right here. So you got the first bloom here. I think I'm gonna cage that one right there. It's getting a little taller, moving around the wind. I'll cage this one, and probably that one as well. You see in between the plants, I've got a few weeds and grass and things popping up. I'm gonna come in here with some of my implements of destruction and get rid of some of that before it gets too bad. Couldn't help but show Linda's rose that she's been doting on for several years, and they've just had their first blooms of the year, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just real happy with this thing. I love having this at the edge of the garden. It just, to me, it just looks fantastic. Brings a lot of life to it. All right, I'll introduce you to my tools here. This is one of my favorites. I just like it because it just looks, you know, like some kind of a medieval weapon or something. The old garden weasel, and it's good for getting up some tiny stuff like I'm going to be doing today. Now this is the Weasel Garden Claw, another weapon-like looking implement. It's good for digging down and getting the kind of deep weeds out. And of course the old reliable, the rake. So I'm fixing to get at it. Better, but I can do a little more as time goes on. I'll probably get my tiller out and go in between the mounds some, probably a couple of weeks, you know, but it's not a whole lot going on there as far as weed goes. It's going to hurt anything, so I think we'll be all right. I'm gonna get ready to get over here and grab a few of my cages and get the tomatoes ready to go. All right, I got my cages picked out, and I'll put them over a few of them. We'll start with the one with the bloom here. Try to stick them in where I don't, where it'll kind of lean into them a little bit, and I don't want to mess the roots up or anything. So that looks pretty good. Time will tell. I'll probably have to adjust a little bit, but I usually do. Okay. Looks pretty good for a start anyway. Let's see. I think I said I was going to do that one too, and this one. Let's do this one. Let's see. Well, this one down here grew really big last year, so chances are that's a good spot. So we'll make sure I get some good support around that. I had to use 2 cages on this one. He grew so big, he looked like that old character, Sigmund the Sea Monster, on the old Sid and Marty Krofft show. So I called him Sigmund every day when I talked to him. I talked to my plants, by the way. Oh, we got several blooms here too. So it won't be long till we're picking a few, I think. Right. All right. One more, and I think that'll do it. Okay, let's go with the last one. I'll do a little closer shot. Well, I gotta straighten that up a little bit. Don't get too bad. Let's see. Put that down there. All right. Oh, I bent that a little bit. Straighten that up. Now, pretty soon, I'm gonna have to, as they get bigger, I'm gonna have to put some, what I call my scarecrows out here, which is basically just some old CDs. And well, that's not looking good. Let me get that. Some old CDs, because CDs catch the sun really well, and they spin around and they have a really neat light effect, and which you'll get to see that too. I'll film that. Now, to me, you know, it never really looks like a tomato garden until you start having a few cages, and we've got to that point finally, which is pretty cool. I dig that. And that's it for this week of Gardening with Ron. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed the beautiful day and the beautiful garden and the beautiful roses, and I enjoy all you beautiful people too. Be sure and like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you next week. Greetings from North Texas, Gardening with Ron. Got a little out of order, but hey, oh, and by the way, listen to the latest episode of Boomer Bongo Boulevard on Spotify. And if I can say it, you know, maybe you can find it. Live from North Texas.